439-26-00002-LRP. Purpose of this public hearing is to consider an amendment to ordinance number 2026-3 for a major comprehensive plan map amendment to add approximately 93.33 acres to the City of Eagle Point urban growth boundary pursuant to Oregon State Senate Bill 1537. This property is described as Township 36 South, Range 1 West, Section 10, Tax Lot 1202 and 1203, and Township 36 South, Range 1 West, Section 11C, Tax Lot 300, and are located at Bigham Brown and Alta Vista Road, Eagle Point. Eagle Point Bigham Development LLC is the applicant. Again, this is file number 439-26-00002-LRP. With us today is Ted Zook, Director of Development Services, Kristen Mays, Planning Manager, Charles Bennett, Planner 3, and our legal staff, Pete Philbrook, Deputy County Counsel. And at this point, Pete, could you please read the admonishment and public hearing rules?
Sure. Please remember to direct your testimony and evidence toward the criteria and rules set forth in the published notice for this hearing. Those criteria, rules, and standards will be further outlined for you by staff momentarily. You may also direct your testimony to other criteria in the comprehensive plan, land development ordinance, or other land use regulations which you believe apply to this decision. Understand that a failure to raise an issue with statements or evidence sufficient to give decision makers or other parties the ability to respond to the issue will preclude or prevent your appeal based on that issue. We are making a recording of this hearing. In the event of an appeal, it may be necessary to transcribe it. Therefore, when you testify or comment, please begin by identifying yourself so that anybody reading the transcript of the record will know who's talking. We will first hear from staff, and applicant will follow. Then we'll hear from those who wish to comment in favor of the application, and then we'll hear from those who are opposed. The applicant has the burden to prove the case, thus the applicant will have an opportunity to respond to the comments in opposition. Once everyone has had an opportunity to speak, the public hearing and record will be closed unless there is a request for a continuance. If so, then another set of rules will apply. If there is no continuance, then commissioners will proceed to deliberate towards the final land use decision. Finally, we have a couple of housekeeping issues to resolve. This is an opportunity for commissioners to announce whether they have had any ex parte contacts. If ex parte contacts have occurred, please discuss the nature and content of the contact or contacts so that the parties are aware of the substance of the communication when the hearing is open today and have an opportunity to rebut any evidence obtained by the contact. Second is an opportunity for commissioners to announce whether they have any actual or potential conflicts of interest with respect to the matter today or the applicant. If so, commissioners may discuss the nature of that actual or potential conflict and how they wish to proceed. Are there any ex parte contacts or conflicts of interest to report?
I have neither.
Well, I will disclose. City of Eagle Point Council had this on their agenda last night at their meeting. I am a liaison to that city. I, although did not attend in person, I did Zoom the meeting, just for full disclosure.
And I have none.
The rules for the conduct of this hearing are as follows. Only the chair or member of the Board of Commissioners may question a speaker. There will be no interruption of a speaker from the audience and no debates on the floor. Applause is not permitted. The speaker may criticize a proposal, the board, or an agency of the county, but the speaker should not argue with another speaker directly. Any speaker may present an opposite view, but not in personal terms. A person wishing to speak shall raise his or her hand and be recognized by the chair conducting the hearing. After being recognized, the speaker shall state his or her name or address before proceeding with the statement. The chair may limit the duration of presentation to the time necessary to cover factual information. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. And with that, please request the planning staff report.
Afternoon. Charles Bennett, Planner 3, 10 South Oakdale, Medford, Oregon 97501. As you know, the application before you is a request for an amendment to the conditions and site plan of Ordinance 2026-3, which was an amendment to the Eagle Point urban growth boundary. So as you might recall, this was the original applicant's plot plan, which shows the area where the UGB, the urban growth boundary proposal is. The proposal is south of the city of Eagle Point and includes a portion of Eagle Point EP-4 of the urban reserve. The criteria and findings have not changing. They have not changed or are not changing. Only the timing of the conditions and the site plan that is now showing the inclusion of the right-of-ways has been updated. And these are the conditions that have been updated. So county staff met with city staff and the applicant to find a mutual agreement with the timing of the jurisdictional transfer of Alta Vista Road and Bingham Brown Road, so it can take place. Under the special urban growth boundary process, the Department of Land Conservation and Development needs to review this amendment and needs both jurisdictions, local jurisdictions, to have consistent decisions. And following last night's the city of Eagle Point amended their ordinance and conditions with their ordinance number 2026-4, and that again took place last night and was approved. So really, the amended site plan includes the Alta Vista Road and Bingham Brown Road within the urban growth boundary, and that'll be the approval for the site plan. And staff supports the modification of the conditions in site plan to the amendment of the comprehensive plan map to add the city of Eagle Point's, this change to the Eagle Point's urban growth boundary. So with that, I'm simple and done, unless you have questions.
Any questions of staff? All right, thank you. So with that, then, we'll open the public hearing, and I do not have anyone signed up. Anyone wishing to speak on this matter? Anyone online with their Zoom hand raised?
Mr. Chair, no one has their Zoom hand raised online.
All right, then we won't need any rebuttal testimony either. So we'll close the public hearing, and I'll look for a motion to admit the exhibits. How many? Yeah,
There are 5.
5.
So I move to admit Exhibits 1 through 5 into the Board of Commissioners record for file number 439-26-00002 LRP, and to close the record.
Second?
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes. All right, and we'll deliberate or discuss the amendments and take a motion.
I would like to make a motion.
Okay.
Based on the evidence and testimony, I move to approve the modified conditions and the site plan to the ordinance number 2026-3 for a major comprehensive plan map amendment to add approximately 93.33 acres to the City of Eagle Point urban growth boundary pursuant to Oregon Senate Bill 1537, 2024. The property is described as Township 36 South, Range 1 West, Section 10, Tax Lot 1202 and 1203, and Township 36 South, Range 1 West, Section 11C, Tax Lot 300, and located at Bingham Brown Road and Alta Vista Road, Eagle Point, Bingham Brown Development, LLC, applicant file number 439-26-00002-LRP.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Just that I'm glad we got the modifications in, and both staff of the county and the city could amend it to make it amiable for both jurisdictions. I think it's a win-win.
Agreed.
Absolutely. Yeah, those conditions certainly address the concerns and meet the transportation needs of this proposed development. So it was a good exercise. So we'll take a vote.
Commissioner Sparacino?
Yes.
Commissioner Roberts?
Yes.
Commissioner Dyer?
Yes. Okay, then I will ask staff to prepare an ordinance of approval and set the dates for the first and second public reading, which the first reading September 16th, 2026, 9:30 a.m., and the second reading for September 30th, 2026 at 1:30 p.m. And with that, we will adjourn this meeting.